What shall it be today? I think I'll go with blurry, with extra blur. Awesome. Oh, hello. Welcome to Car Mechanic Simulator 2015. Just getting my morning blur. Cup of blur. Decaf blur. I don't need any extra caffeine. Right. What happened recently? We fixed up something and sold it for some money. So we have money, which is like money, but with a bit of French nonsense on the end. These are our possible jobs, and we also have a car, an auction bought car we want to do up. Well, we've just done that, so let's do a customer job. What do we want to do? Let's work on this. Yeah? Okay. As you're so keen. Was there a particular reason you wanted to work on this? I can't hear you. Ah, it's this weird asymmetric system we've got of communication. That'll be it. So brake, loud exhaust, gearbox, body parts. That's a relatively quick job, he says. Right, so we've got some bodywork parts. First of all, let me just say, sell all. Okay, so there we go. We're starting fresh. Fresh. So I can remove all these chocolatey body parts. Is that chocolatey? Yeah, a bit. It's quite hard to see the chocolate. Oh, that's quite chocolatey. And that's chocolatey. Okay, let's see if I can fix any of that nonsense. Apparently so. Not even a single break. That's how it should be, I think. When you're as good at fixing things as I am, or indeed, you know, clicking a button. Right, okay, so there we go. That's the hard part done. Right, on with the chocolate fixing. So we've got a gearbox problem and brake problems. There's some of your brake problems right there. So that has to be taken off from under the lifter. Right, mumble mumble, let's go. Oh, did I forgot to put this fender on? I can't see. This dark blue colour is really hard to see against the everything. Right, okay, there we go. So we want him. Take that off. Take that off. Take all this chocolatey crap out. Need to get that off, so we can take this off. That, by the way, being the front drive shaft, I believe it was, from the transfer box. As it's an all-wheel drive, so this drive shaft leads up to the transfer case, which also has a drive shaft that leads to the front wheels, front axle, whatever you want to call it. Okay, let's take those out whilst I'm here. Can't bloody reach the front anymore. That's the back. Alright, well, else we're at the back. We're not, it doesn't even start me out the back when I click on the back. Seriously. Alright, let's go back down the front then. Okay, cool. Now I don't want to be in add move. What's it called? Assemble mode. No Avengers yet. So we take off the transfer box and then we can get to the gearbox. Alright. So the gearbox itself, well, obviously one of the chocolatey items. A release bearing. What else we got in here? Is it worth taking off anymore? No. Awesome. So we could potentially fix the gearbox. Let's go and have a poke at that. Gearbox. Oh. Can't fix the gearbox for some reason. Only some gearboxes that you can fix. Right. Okay. Well, brake problems. Oh yeah, and we've got the bits in the engine bay as well to take out the engine, the abs, the brake exercise module. That's right, sorts out your abs. Did you know your brakes had abs? No. Who'd have thunk it? Yeah, can't do it from here. You can take wheels off and bang them on your head, but you can't reach up and unbolt a brake servo module doodad. It's health and safety gone mad, I tell you. Alright, his balloony wheels off. Balloony tyres, maybe, perhaps, more accurately. Alright, okay, so there's most of the brake problems. To bring the car down. Let's see if we can fix any of those calipers. Brake calipers, yes. Oh dear. It doesn't need to be fixed any more than that, I don't think. Right, so that's something. Let's peer over the edge of this massive engine bay and undo this so that we can get the other thing off. Oh, they're both chocolatey. Oh, fair enough. Okay, so that is all of those, all of those, all of those. We've already done that, apart from the hood, apparently, which I hadn't noticed. Let's forget where the repair place is. Hood! Hood! That's 2 hood fixings. That's good enough. So that's that done. Awesome, okay. Can we not lift it up anymore? Oh no, we're in assemble. I can't lift up a hood when you're in assemble mode. What am I thinking? Right, so then we do this bit where we buy lots of stuff. So we've got ABS module, ABS pump. Pump it, I like to pump it. And we need, well, I fixed one of them, so we need, I don't know how many calipers we need, we'll come back to those. Discs and 1 ventilated. Did I buy that? Yeah. I clicked on it, there was no noise, so I don't know if I bought 2 of them or what. Oh look, I can get Bluetooth on this computer, that's useful. And 4 pads. All the pads, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then loud exhaust, we need 2 front exhaust pipe B V8s. 2 front exhaust pipe B V8s. Excuse me, 2 middle muffs and 2 rear muff V8s. 2 middle muffs, 2 rear muffs V8s. Alright, and then gearbox, we need a gearbox V8 and a clutch release bearing. Clutch release bearing and a gearbox V8. Alright, and put it all together again. La la la. Oh, we might need some more calipers, because I got confused. Put the balloons back on. Oh yeah. In fact, the only thing we actually need down on the ground for is for the ABS modules, so let's pop those in. Oops. There we go. Pop those puppies together. There we go. And now when we need to, we can put it up in the air. Like, we just don't care. Big old balloony tirey wheel stuffs. Great, okay. So, disc. Whoops. That's not. What? How did that happen? Okay, now we need a caliper. Yeah, so. Brakes. 2 calipers. Alright, still. Saved a little bit of money on the fixings up. It's just you have to do it a bit piecemeal. I have to do it a bit piecemeal because my memory is so terrible. You end up just buying extras of things and stuff otherwise. Well, that's happened again. It's like the selection jumps along. I wonder if there's something I'm doing. Right, so now stick it in the air. There's a gap between the... I mean, that's the biggest gap. I mean, I know I was complaining that all the cars have a lot of the cars have a bit of a gap, but the DLC cars do have by far the most obvious gap, which I think is probably why it was mentioned in the forums. That's right, down the car we travel. Okay, we travel back up the car now. No. Thank you. Thank you, car. That's terrific. So, am I still at the front? I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Right, okay, here we go. Yeah. I guess once the item is below a certain amount quality that you can't fix it. So I assume that's what the problem is. That's what effectively scrap is when you sell all scrap in the inventory window. Drive shaft. Lovely drive shaft. Long range bolting. Oops, didn't finish. There we go. Right. Oh, we have to paint it, of course. Of course. Paint it dark blue. Factory colour paint, except back to garage. So there we have it. The Earthquake Rex, all done up, nice and fresh for its owner. You can now take it away after paying 20 grand. All right. That's a bit of a money spinner. What do we got here? A medium job would be what I would look for at this point. Running gear control, tapping sounds. Well, it might take a while to find them all, but it's a DLC car as well, so that makes it appealing. Not appealing as in you know, a piece of potato peel. Oh, see me laugh and jiggle. Yeah. Alright, so what are we on to here? Gearbox control and tapping sounds. Right, let's get it on a liftorial. I like the car, I just don't really like it a lot. The front end is it's a bit too 60s-y for me with those big headlights, but it's a cute little car. Right, got some tapping sounds right away here. I am in the engine bay. I hate that. You have to be in the engine bay. I'm in the pissing engine bay. Have I clicked on something other than the engine? Is that the problem? Okay, there we go. Sorted it out. Sussed it, man. Sussed it. Yeah. Right, so the actual timing cover itself wants to be replaced. I have to take off all of this crap. I think I have to take off all of this crap. I'm not sure it's necessarily referred to as crap by proper mechanics. Yeah, we'll have to remove all that crap. So, yeah, it has to be, doesn't it? Oh, I'll take the little clips off, haven't you? Little clips. There we go. And then the rotor arm, and then the distributor itself, and then we get to the timing cover. Woo! Timing cover. Woo! Right, now is that it for engine sounds? Not even slightly. So we've still got 3 things to discover that make tapping noises in the engine bay. Okay. Now, before I'd taken the engine apart, it might have been a good idea to do some tests, some diagnostics, to see if it pointed at anything like deep in the engine or anything, because otherwise, and to be honest, I've struggled with this before, I should know better than just sort of go, oh, let's just take it apart and have a look. So, yeah. Go me. Tapping sounds in the engine. So where's the steering rack? Because that can often be it. No, it's not that. I can't see any other signs of chocolate. Let's look for bushings that are bad. No. What about stuff in the wheels? Wheel arch? No, there's no obvious signs of chocolate in there. So it looks like it's in the engine, which is a little bit tedious, but I'd say that'll learn me, but it probably won't. Now, can we do any diagnostics on any of this? Oh, that's fine. Ah, that's not fine. Okay. So let's remove that. Oh, it might be one of these caps. Oh no, these don't look like chocolatey either. Of course, the trouble with black parts is that you can't necessarily see the chocolatiness on them. Like this camshaft, for instance. Would never have guessed just by looking at it that it was chocolatey. Oh no, it's got these silvery parts on it, look. I just kind of assumed they were part of the thing that was holding it down, but they're not, are they? And they're black. So, there you go. Answered my own question. Well, it wasn't really a question, but... Alright. Oh, and I actually remove it. Oh, I can't yet. I have to take off all this nonsense. What's that? Was that a sprocket? Chain sprocket. Right, okay. And of course the cam gears themselves might be a bit knackered. I've forgotten about that. Let's see, can we test that? That's okay. So, where have we got to? Timing chain. Oh, okay. Didn't even notice the timing chain was a problem either. Good, so we found all but one of the issues. And there's a possibility it might be a sparkle. I can only use the OBD scanner, which I guess I can't use now. I don't know, actually. That's a more important issue, of course. Oh, I can still do the diagnostics. You know, I've not even tried, to be fair. I can't imagine it works very well, but, you know, whatever, we'll give it a go. It's none of those. Let's try the FNG. It's not even an FNG. What am I saying? That's COD FNG. That's what you call the new guy. So it's none of those things, which I didn't really take much notice of. So what is it exactly that's causing the knocking sound? What is it? What could it be? Answers on a postcard, which unfortunately I won't have time to look at before I complete my wrecking of this. Oh yeah, it's looking at the spark plugs, wasn't it? There we go. Let's just take them out. That seems to be the easiest way of... 89%. What's the cut off? This 86%. Okay, oh, it's not far away. And also, it might be hard to notice stuff that's below the threshold if its threshold's quite high. 88, yeah, that's pretty close. Oh god, I have to take all these caps off. I want to take the roof off of the... I guess I have to. Guess I have to. This will take me... I knew this might be the problem. This is the joy of the tapping noise in engine sound problems, is that it can be all sorts of things. What with my memory being so useful. I wonder if it could be a gearbox thing. I didn't really think of that before. Oh Christ, I have to take all this other crap off too. What's the likelihood of it being the gearbox? Well, it's easy to check than what I'm doing, so... Not necessarily the best reason, but a reason nonetheless. Right, okay, let's have a butcher's down the other end, please. Thank you. Let's remove the shafting drives. Bloop, bloop, bloop. And bloop, bloop, bloop. Bloop. Hello? Oh, fucking starter motor obviously has to be taken out whilst the car is on the floor. That's right, because this is much quicker. Less hassle than removing the engine, which I'm already half removed already. Already half. Bloody grr. And we haven't accidentally found it already, have we? That's the other thing that's worth checking every now and again. They've not removed something that you didn't notice was as chocolatey as it should look. Wow, this car actually is the other way around. Looks like these things merged in with it. Or is that just properly placed? Is this the only car where it's properly placed? Well, I think it's actually a little bit merged in there. Whatever. Right, what are we doing? Oh, you're checking the box of gears. Let's do that. Ah, there we go. Or do we have gearbox problems anyway that I've forgotten about? That's most likely the problem because we've got a lot of brown in here. Let's see if any of that was an overlap. Yes, it was. Yeah, that's a bit cheeky, but, you know, okay, we found it, so I guess I won't complain too hard. So, yes, now we have to buy all these parts, that's what happens next. Camshaft I6. Camshaft I6. Yep. Clutch release bearing. Radiator fan clutch release bearing. No, not that one. Clutch release bearing. What else do we need from here? Pressure plate and flywheel. Pressure plate and flywheel. Okay. Radiator fan V8 OVs. Radiator fan V8 OVs. And two chiming tains. Chiming tains I6. Chiming tains I6. Can't need two of these, surely. Ah, timing chain, timing cover, because I'm illiterate. Timing chain, timing cover. There we go. Illiterate, but luckily not quite stupid enough to buy two of something I'm fully aware only requires one on the vehicle. So yay! Yay for small victories, mercies, I don't know. But yay. Yay for it nonetheless. I said yay for it. Right. Yeah, okay. No, sorry, I won't do it again. Right, drive the shafts. On we go. And some of that. And I've just had a momentary blankness. What am I doing? Oh yeah, repairing the engine. Putting all that back together. And I haven't commented on the colour, so it looks quite nice. It's not as dark as the last blue of the colour car we're working on, but it makes it slightly easier to see. Oh wow, I've got to put all these fucking camshaft caps back on. 2 bolts in each. La 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 la. La 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 la. So, did you come here often? Did you come here often enough? Ah. Yeah. Ah, yes. La 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 la. Bolting in the many things. Okay, finally. Alright, cam gear, and then we can... Whoops! Oh yeah, we have taken all the spark plugs, haven't we? Sparkle. There we go. Is that somewhat at the right angle, perhaps? There we go. Oh! Never mind. Jink, 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 jink. Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo, and they should be able to just waft over each one if you've done it right. No. Haphazard is the best way of describing that nonsense. Right, here we go. And sparkle, and final sparkle. Right, okay, so that's all of that part of the engine put back together. Now let's put the rest of it back together. Remembering that you've taken the front bit off. Water pump. Timing chain. Have I put the timing chain already? Guess so. Well, let me do it now, so. Okay. Oh, and the radiator. Fan. Obviously not a radiator. What have we got left? That's all the parts replaced. Have I put the engine back together? No. Okay. Okay, now I might have put the engine back together. Oh no, no, still distributor to put back in. That's no, I clicked on the. Oh, alright, put those in. Clicked on the distributor because I want to put. No, I'm clicking on the distributor, not the fucking wires. I want to put the stupid clip in. I'm trying to get in close. Don't second guess me and look at your wires. Right, okay, there we go. That might be it. No. Too much to hope for. Starter motor. Okay. That will help it start. It is widely known that's a useful thing. So 10-minute job, £2,000, whereas the previous 10-minute job, 20 grand. So there you go. I'll teach you to work on an old car. But it won't teach me anything of the sort. Right, awesome. Thank you very much for watching this. We've got the 100th episode coming up soon, which I'll be doing something very special for. Spoiler alert, I won't be doing anything special for it, actually. But there you go. So with that excitement to not look forward to, I'll see you soon. Well, strictly see... Oh,